Emma Nørgaard. So today I'm doing this makeup tutorial, and this is going to be my first fall makeup look. And I wanted to start out with something super, like, not necessarily super like traditional fall makeup, but definitely something that incorporated, you know, traditional fall colors. Because when I think of traditional fall makeup, I definitely think of a deeper lip and probably like a warm eye look, but not this warm. And I plan on doing one of those looks as well, but I wanted to do something that was super heavy on the warm tones, the orange, gold, you know, all of that. I think this choker is actually choking me. So, story of my life, this eye is watering, and it has been doing that throughout the entire tutorial. Really, this choker is like, it is so tight. It's like an elastic, so I can't loosen it up. It's super tight. Anyways, this eye keeps on watering. So yeah, that's a mess. That happens to me a lot. It's so annoying. Also, my wing liner got a little out of control. Yeah, that happened. I hope you guys can forgive me for these big old wings. So anyways, I do really like this look. Yeah, I've just been really feeling the fall colors lately. And do you guys see that highlight? I'm also wearing it on my body. So anyways, I'm just talking out of my ass right now. Yeah, anyways, if you like this makeup look, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and watch in high definition. It really makes a big difference in how you know, the quality of the video. And without further ado, here comes the tutorial. So since it has been getting colder, my skin has also been more dry. So I'm going to use a few different primers today to help my skin. I'm starting out with this Smashbox Hydrating Under Eye Primer. And by the way, excuse my nails. I didn't have time to do them, so they look kind of raggedy. But yeah, no time. So I move it all the way from the inner corner and all the way out here. And then all over the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Nørgaard Color Smooth Skin Perfecting Primer. This is just a pretty basic primer. It just adds some hydration. It doesn't really fill out my pores, but it does hydrate the skin, and it feels really lightweight. And because I do have larger pores in like this area and also a bit on my chin, I'm going to use the Smashbox Original Photo Finish Primer. So this is just going to fill out these areas, and I do also kind of bring it up on the forehead. So for foundation, I'm going to try and mix these two foundations. I have never tried mixing the two, but the L'Oreal True Match in the color number N2, it's a little bit too dark. And then the Essence Camouflage 2-in-1 Makeup and Concealer in the color Ivory Beige, it's a little bit too light and pink. So I'm hoping by mixing the two I can get a really good shade match. So after I mix the two on the back of my hand, I go ahead and apply this. And the color looks really good. So now I'm going to blend it out with this foundation brush that I got on eBay. So I'm going down the jaw, but I'm not going all the way down the neck because the color match is so good. So I think that's a very nice color match, as you can see, compared to my hand. I also love the way these two look on the skin. I think it's a great combination. So I wanted to do a tiny bit of color correcting today. So I'm going to take the Essence All I Need Concealer Palette, and I'm going to use this kind of yellow color over here to brighten my dark circles. So I just apply it right on like the dark circle part. And these concealers are kind of like stiff, so I really rubbed my fingers together to kind of warm up the product. So my highlighting concealer is the Maybelline Master Conceal in the color Fair. So I just highlight the usual places and I blend it out with my W7 mini sponge. And you can use your foundation brush to help blend it out. So using the AirSpun, the AirSpun loose powder, I'm going to set my concealer, and I'm going to set the rest of my face with something else. Oh yeah, and before I forget, I need to like cover up this pimple down here. So I'm just using a bit of concealer and then blend that out. So that's much better. So for my all over face powder, I'm going to use the CoverAll pressed powder by Wet n Wild in the color Light. So I'm going to start by setting the jawline, and then I set the cheeks and the other cheek, and then I set the forehead and then the nose, and I also kind of sweep away the excess loose powder. So since I'm doing a warm eye and lip look, I'm going to do quite a warm face, you know, quite a warm bronzer, contour and blush. So I'm going to use the Essence Matte Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. This is in the color number 2. It's called Sunny, and this smells amazing. Smells like pina colada. So I'm going to add this around the forehead. So as you can see, it's very warm. It's bordering on being orange, but sometimes that's a good look, at least in my book. So to contour, I'm going to use the Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer by Too Faced, and we have another great smelling product. Smells like chocolate. So I go in and deepen out this kind of contour area, and I blend it out with my bronzing brush. So I'm just using whatever is left on my contour brush, and I go along the jaw. And then of course I'm going to contour my nose with my e.l.f. fan brush. I've been doing this for years. And I'm going to take my powder brush and blend out my cheeks a little bit, blend out the neck, and blend out the nose. So I'm going to do 2 blushes and 2 highlights today. Yeah, I feel like being extra, of course. So I'm going to take the golden pink CoverGirl Cheekers blush, and it's a nice warm golden pink. So I'm going to apply that a little bit above the contour and bronzer, and I'm not doing too much of this because it is quite dark. And I'm going to top that off with the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the color Apri-Cot in the middle. So this is a lot lighter, and I'm just going to kind of apply that on the apple. So for highlight, I'm going to mix this e.l.f. baked eyeshadow in the color Enchanted with Glow Motion highlighter by W7. So let's try this. That's lovely. Do you guys see this glow? And I'm going to apply it above the arch, and then on the cupid's bow, and then of course on the nose. And again, I'm just lightly blending this, and then highlight the collarbones, and I go ahead and highlight the shoulders, and I do kind of a triangle shape right here in the middle of my chest, and we can do the top of the boobs as well. So I'm going to set everything with a bit of setting spray because I did use so many powders. So this is the NYX matte finish setting spray. Can you hear that? I'm almost out. So I'll see if I can do my whole face with this. Oh yeah, that worked. So before we move on to the eyes, I'm going to prep my lips. And I'm taking the e.l.f. lip primer and plumper, and I'm going to use the plumping side and just smear that on. So I start out my eye look by brushing through my eyebrows. And to do my brows, I'm going to start out with the NYX Tame and Frame brow pomade. And I have mine in the color Brunette. So for the inner part, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Brow Artist Designer in the color Blonde. I'm also going to add a bit of the Essence Make Me Brow in the color Soft Brownie Brows. So I run that through the entire brow. So I'm going back into my concealer palette and I'm going to use this color to clean up my brows. Then blend that out. And to make sure my eyebrows really stay in place, I'm going to apply the Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara just a little bit as a finishing touch. So for eyeshadow primer, I'm going to use Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I'm just popping that right on the eyelid. And you don't need to, you know, apply a lot up on the brow bone because we already have the concealer up there. So I'm going to start my eyeshadow look off with this Rimmel Scandalized eyeshadow paint in the color Golden Bronze. And I'm going to paint this onto my eyelid. And I'm just going to blend it out lightly with my finger. These eyeshadows do set, so you want to work with one eye at a time. And then on to the next one. I love this color. Oh my god, it's so pretty. So I'm using my Too Faced highlighters on my brow bone. Now I'm taking this beautiful 88 eyeshadow palette, and I believe this one is the Mirage eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to start out with this color. So I'm blending this into the upper crease, and this is the transitioning color. And I also bring it into this inner crease part. This color is really nice, but it's so powdery. It kicks up so much fallout. You guys can see how much fallout it kicks up. That's a lot. So anyways, I'm going to take this nice burnt orange and I'm going to bring that into the crease with an e.l.f. blending brush. And this is a nice matte color. And this one is more pigmented than the first one. So not only is it darker, but it's also more pigmented. As you can see, that was one go. And I go back in with my big fluffy blending brush. Blend it out. So I'm going to take this reddish brown color. And this is also going in the crease. And this is also a matte color. And again, I go back in and blend. So for the outer corner, I'm going to use this eyeshadow by MAC in the color Antique. So I'm going to draw that in right out here in the outer corner. And I blend it. And I'm just going to touch up the lid color. So I'm just using my finger. So I'm going ahead and highlighting my inner corners with my two highlighters. So underneath my eyes, I'm using the two colors we used in the crease. And then the dark color from MAC in the outer corner. So for my waterlines, I'm going to use the Scandalized eyeshadow stick in the color Bad Gold Bronze. And I'm going to use the e.l.f. Intense Ink eyeliner pencil. Okay, so today's wings got kinda out of hand. Yeah, but it's okay, it happens, you know. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but this eye over here, it keeps watering. So yeah, I think I'm going to have some smudging on this eye. But let's keep it moving. I'm going to apply L'Oreal Lash Paradise Waterproof Mascara in the color Blackest Black. I have been decluttering my makeup and I threw out so many mascaras because I never used them because they got too old. So I was afraid to use them, so they were just sitting there, which was stupid. So I finally got rid of some. And before I do my bottom lash mascara, I'm going to show you the lashes I'm gonna use. So today I'm using the Sultry by Primark, and I'm using some Duo Clear Adhesive. So I go ahead and apply my lash. So while my other lash is drying, I'm just going to apply some more lip plumper. So I'm going over the last band and applying a bit more mascara. And although I really like the e.l.f. liquid liner because it's nice and dark, and it's pretty easy to use, even though it wasn't today, but usually it's pretty easy to use. It smears so easily. It doesn't claim to be waterproof, but it's not even, you know, it's not even smudge proof or anything. It smears so easily. So just for that reason I would not repurchase it. I don't think they have it in a waterproof version, but they definitely should, because that would make it so great. So here is the final eye look. It's very dramatic, but yeah, it's more dramatic than I anticipated, but sometimes that happens. I'm not mad at it though, I think it looks cute. So I'm going to remove my lip plumper, and to be honest I don't think that did anything. I think my lips look the same size as always. Anyways, I'm going to use this kind of orangey pumpkin-y lipstick by e.l.f. Let me swatch it for you. So it looks like that. It's not too orange, but it's also not, you know, too neutral and too brown. This is the e.l.f. lipstick in Captivating, and I looked through. See, now my eye is watering again. So I looked through my entire lip liner collection and I did not have any lip liner to match this lipstick. Everything was either too coral or too like too mauve or just too neutral. I didn't have anything like this. So I'm going to use my Max Factor Color Elixir Universal Lip Pencil. So I'm going to trace right outside my lip line with this. And then apply my lipstick. This eye is like going crazy. Okay, so here we have the finished look, and I really like this finished look. It's super orange, super warm, super fall, super pumpkin, right? So I do plan on doing probably another 2 fall makeup looks. I want to do a super cool toned grayish kind of look, and I also want to do a more kind of mauvey kind of look. That's what I have in mind at least. But yeah, this is my first fall makeup look of the year, of this season. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. So take care and bye bye.